So what's up YouTube, it's Obey once again. I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to talk about aggressive entry and confirmation entry. So as you can see here, now let's start with an explanation of what is aggressive entry. Aggressive entry. It is quite simply when you have identified a high time frame zone. A high time frame zones like H1, H4, day 1, and weekly in a premium or discount level and set a limit, either a buy or sell order at that zone. It's quite simply when you have identified a high time frame zone, either H1, H4, day 1, day 1 week in a premium or discount level and set a limit, either a buy or sell order at that zone. So this is what we call an aggressive entry, guys. That is what we call an aggressive entry. So as you can see here, this is an example. This is an example in theory, guys. So don't worry, stick around, watch the whole full video so that I can show you on the chart, an example on the chart on the live market, how to trade it and how it looks on the live market. So here, as you can see, we are in a downtrend and price broke structure here. Now price come back to retest that area. You put a sell limit order here at this zone. When the market comes, it goes into that zone and activate that sell order that you put, sell limit that you put, and you put your stop loss is just above this zone. Stop loss is just above this zone. So here, aggressive entry, you just enter aggressively. You don't wait for any confirmation. You did not wait for any confirmation. You just enter aggressively, meaning you set a sell limit order at that zone when the market come back at that zone. So there is no confirmation. You just enter aggressively. So this one is entered mostly on higher time frames. It can be entered on higher time frames. So now pros. These are the pros now. The good thing about aggressive entry, you set and forget. You just set your trade and you just forget. You can even go and do other things. That's the good thing about aggressive entry. Meaning, no need to monitor the charts 24 hours, 24/7. You don't have to monitor the charts 24/7, guys. So that's the good thing. Now, the bad thing about the cons of this aggressive entry is low risk reward ratio, guys. You will have a risk reward ratio. As you can see here, you have entered aggressively here. So the stop loss is too wide and the reward is too less. It's 1.1 to 3. You see, a 1 to 3. So you will have a low risk reward ratio. It adds risk as you don't take into account the volume as it approaches your zone. Let me explain it nicely. When the market is approaching this zone, you just enter aggressively. So you don't know how much of a pullback. Where will the market pull back? The market can either go pull back until here. You don't know. So it's very risky to enter this aggressive entry. It's risky because we don't know how much will the market pull back. So guys, so now let's go to the uh, confirmation entry, guys. Let's go to the confirmation entry. Okay, as you can see, guys, as you can see here is what is a confirmation entry. Is confirmation entry is when you have patiently, see the difference, guys, patiently waited for price to have a reaction of your higher time frame zone and shown willingness to continue in your direction. It is when you have patiently waited for price to have a reaction of your higher time frame zone and shown willingness to continue in your direction. That is a confirmation entry. So now, as you can see here, okay, the market is in a higher time frame. The market is in a downtrend, but on a lower time frame, let me say H1 or M15, the market in a pullback, the market will be in an uptrend. As you can see, making high, low, high, low. Here is our last high. So now what do we do when the market approaches the higher time frame zone? This is a higher time frame zone on H4. So when price went into that zone, it did what? The market changed, made a change of character, guys. This is a change of character. This is what we call a change of character because the market did what? The market made, instead of market breaking this higher, the market made break this last low, this high low, which is confirmed now that okay, we have a change of character, meaning that we are making lower low and lower high. So what do? You switch to the lower time frames, let me say M15, and you draw your another zone on that time frame, and you wait for price to do what? To pull back at that zone, and then you enter. This is what we call a confirmation entry, guys. You enter on M15. Now you see the difference here. The stop loss on M15 is much more smaller than the other one in the aggressive entry, as you can see, because you ended in a confirmation, guys. You ended where the market that okay, the market have shown that okay, the market is willing to continue in a higher time frame. You wait for the market to align with a higher time frame. The higher time frame is in this case is bearish. So now the lower time frame has shifted to bearish. So you wait for a pullback into that smaller zone that you draw on a lower time frame and then you sell. So this is where we ended on M15, guys. As you can see now, the risk reward ratio of this one is much more good than the other one. So here you see on the other side, we have a 1 to 3, and here now we have a 1 to 5, guys. So you meaning that you make more on this one, on the confirmation entry, than on the aggressive entry. And here it's much more safer. It's much more safer because we end up we waited for a confirmation. Now here are the pros. Here are the pros of this confirmation entry. High risk reward ratio setups. You get more high risk reward ratio setup, guys. And also the good thing about this one, you will receive an extra confirmation. Okay, you got this first confirmation in a higher time frame. Now this one again is another confirmation. This one is another confirmation. That's the good thing about confirmation entry. So this I suggest, if you are a forex beginner, I suggest you wait for a confirmation. We wait for a confirmation entry. You do a confirmation entry. Now here are the cons. Now the cons. You can miss trades, guys. On this, the problem of this confirmation entry, you can miss trades because we don't know. The market can even pull back here, just here in the middle, without reaching this zone. Now, like that, you will miss a trade because we never know. The market will just maybe reverse here and then it goes into your direction. And it requires, the bad thing about this one also, it requires you to be more alert. Let me just make it right. It requires to be more alert, guys. It requires you to be more alert, more alert on the charts, guys. It requires you to be more alert on the chart, as you can see here. So you have to monitor the charts 24/7. That's the bad thing about this confirmation entry, guys. So now, guys, let's go to the live market and show you what is the example. This one is just a theory, guys. This one is just in theory. So I'll stick around until I show you on the chart, guys, on the live market, how it is traded now. So stick around, guys. Like the video, share the video, comment down below what if you have any questions regarding what I'm discussing in the video. So bye. Okay, here is an example of a aggressive entry. So I will start with an example of aggressive entry, guys. An example of an aggressive entry. So as you can see here, we are on Euro USD for H4. So the time frame is H4. We are on H4. So now we have a break of structure. Also, the market is making lower low, higher low, higher low, higher lows. So now we made another higher high. So now we are waiting for a potential higher low. So where do we mark up our higher low? So we make up our higher low at this demand zone. So we have a demand zone here on a higher time frame. So now we wait. For me, I will wait now. I'll put up a buy limit. So this is what we call a buy limit. So I put up a buy limit at this zone, at this demand zone this here. So now what do? I will wait for price to come back at that zone and enter and activate my buy limit order. Buy limit order, guys. So I'll activate my buy limit order. I'll wait for price to activate. I'll just put and forget. I can even go and do whatever I want to do because my buy limit is already set, the TP is already set, and the SL is already set. Whether it goes in my direction, that's up to the market. So for me, I'll just set it and forget, guys. That's the good thing about aggressive entry. So now let's watch the market now. As you can see, my buy limit has been activated. My buy limit has been activated, as you can see. Okay, that is my buy limit. That is an aggressive entry. So now for me now, okay, now for me to enter in confirmation entry, what do? I go to the lower time frames. Let me say 30 minutes on M30. So I will enter on M30. This is M30, guys. So as you can see, guys, on the market, guys, as you can see on 30-minute, what do? I draw another zone on M30, and what do? I enter after this candlestick closure, or just I'll enter at this zone, this small zone here on M30. Then I'll put my stop loss just below this zone. Let me just make it big nicely so that you can see nicely. Check, guys. Now I've entered here. My buy what? My buy here, and then target the same area, as you can see, guys. Target the same area, as you can see. And check, my stop loss is more tighter. That one is a 1 to 10, and this one, this big one, is a what? This one You see, as you can see, the aggressive entry has a bigger lot, stop loss, has a bigger stop loss. It means that it has a lower risk reward ratio. But the confirmation entry has a high risk reward ratio. It has a high risk reward ratio because our stop loss is more tighter than the aggressive entry. So now let's go to the H1 now, just to check. Just to check. As you can see, guys, now this is a confirmation and this one is an aggressive entry. So now what do? We play price now. This one we ended after a confirmation on a lower time frame, as you can see. You know what? If I was someone, I would have entered another buy there. Our third buy. I would have entered our third buy here at this zone. Here, our third buy at this zone. I would have entered our third buy here. This would have been our third buy and put our stop loss way here. And then I will target the same area. So check just the same area. A 1 to 6 risk reward ratio, guys. A 1 to 6.
Turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Turn us to thousands, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go.
Look, guys, our TP would have been smashed, guys. Our TP would have been smashed, guys. You would have closed your trade, guys. As you can see, you would have closed your trades there, just there at that zone. So guys, like the video, share the video, comment down below if you have any questions regarding what I've taught in this video. You can join our free Telegram. I have a Telegram group where we discuss trading related matters. You don't have to pay anything to be part of the group. I don't sell anything, guys. So like the video, share the video, comment down below so that you can help me with the YouTube algorithm. Guys, bye guys. Thanks for watching.